Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. We've got a new release for this week. This is To Build a Fire by Christophe Chaboute and published by Gallery 13. It's a really fascinating graphic novel based off of Jack London's, a story by him, basically a graphic novel adaptation of it. And the story itself, I'm not really a prose reader. It just takes me forever to read prose, so I kind of limit it to very, very specific instances. So the story is that in 1896 there was a gold rush. Tons of Americans ran up to northern Canada to go take advantage. We're talking northern Canada, we're talking winter, really, really cold temperatures, really difficult to survive. The graphic novel, the story is man versus nature. It's just straight up man versus nature. A guy trekking through the snow, the cold, trying to get back to base and survive. And survive in at least 50 below degree weather. It is a description of that battle. It is him struggling, and all he has with him is his dog or wolf companion. It doesn't really say if it's a dog or wolf, but wolf-ish dog companion. And it's good. It's really good. Now, I, again, never read the original, so I have no idea how it compares to Jack London's original work, so I just have to go off of what this graphic novel is, and for me, it's entertaining. It's really great read. It's emotional. It kind of got me to think and really kind of reflect on what this person's going through. There's parts of it that are just straight up poetic and beautiful to read. I mean, the story as a whole is tragic, and it really kind of goes through the torture this guy is going through trying to get back to his base and survive, while we know the chances of him surviving are slim, based off of just it's 50 degrees below and he's wearing a bunch of fur. It's really solid. Like, I've read a lot of literary classics in comic book form. Classics Illustrated was a regular thing for me, and that's what this reminds me of. This is a different take on that. Not really a different take, but another publisher, different creator taking on that sort of thing of adapting classic literature to graphic novels. So yeah, like this, it's really good, and the art is just as solid. And on top of it, let's give you some idea of it. Don't want to show off too much and spoil things. But you see, like, it's not quite black and white. There's a little bit of brown to it, but let's face it, you're out in the woods. It's a lot of snow. It's pretty black and white. So the art or the coloring is just used very sparingly. You can see here, this isn't something that it gets really in depth as far as the color. It's used here and there, emphasize a fire, emphasize a character or an action or something like that. But for the most part, I'd generally call it a black and white read. It's fantastic. It retails for $14.99. It's published by Gallery 13, which is offshoot of Simon & Schuster. I recommend it. I highly recommend it. As I said, read a lot of prose through comics. There's nothing wrong with that. Some of us just don't dig prose. I myself, just a very slow reader in general, so prose is not my friend when it comes to that. But to be able to go and experience such a good story and writing any way possible, like, it's cool, and I'm really glad I did, and I'm really glad I read this, and now I kind of want to know if Jack London's original story is all that long, because I kind of want to read it. It's solid. So you can go get this now. It's in bookstores. It's in comic shops today. Obviously, go support your comic shop first and foremost. We say it in every video. Comic shops are the backbone of the industry. Go hit them up. We've got a link beneath this video. You can put it in your zip code, tell if your shop's near you. No shop, no problem. We've got some affiliate links. There are affiliate links, so we get a small percentage of that. By doing that, you help support our site, though. And speaking of support, I want to thank Gallery 13 for hooking us up with this review copy. We always appreciate that. We also like to be transparent as to what we get for free, so you can determine how full of it I am. I want to thank you for watching, as always. If you're into graphic novels, if you're into comics, you can check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, and Pinterest, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.